Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Obviously, it's cook with mum time and I am trying to get her to make things that I don't usually make, and I always like say, oh, I'll make it one day. So today is very exciting because mum's making
Chakli.
Chakli. Yes, chakli. So chakli is a snack. It's like a very fancy version of crisp, but it's not fancy for us because आप तो हमेशा बना के रखते हो. She always makes like lots of it, and then they last for good 3-4 weeks. They're good in just the cupboard, not the fridge. They are so delicious. They are crispy and full of flavor, and they look really beautiful like little stars. So I'm going to go behind the camera and she's going to be cooking. I'm going to translate everything for you guys, obviously. But before that, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button so you don't miss out on any notifications. Let's get cooking. So starting with plain rice flour. So you can buy it easily in any Asian shops. She's going to weigh with the katori, but I'm going to tell you the exact weight because I know you might not have the exact same size katori, obviously. So it's kind of like 4 cups later, 4 cups, but I'm going to tell you the weight. So 430 grams of rice flour. And to this, adding 70 grams of plain flour. So 430 grams of rice flour and 70 grams of plain flour. And now we have got 75 grams of unsalted butter, which I'm going to quickly melt in the microwave. So the butter has melted. In a pestle mortar, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds and 1 tablespoon of cumin seeds, and just going to smash them open so that they release their flavor. So you can see it's broken up completely. It will release the flavor so it can go into the flour and butter. So just going to rub the butter into the flour and then going to add the salt and chili. So 1 teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of chili. You can add more, but I'm going to add only half a teaspoon, and also half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. So basically you want to kind of form like breadcrumby texture. So I have got a jug full of lukewarm water. I don't know the exact measurements because we don't really measure it. We just put as much as needed to make the dough, but I will try and measure it for you guys so you get some idea. So that is 100 ml of lukewarm water. Don't take cold water for this. We need lukewarm water. Just add little at a time, like I always say, just bits at a time so we can stop when we've got enough. So we've used up 100 ml. I'm just going to take another 50. So in total, she's used 250 grams of lukewarm water. The dough is looking super soft. Don't make it wet because it's not going to come out of the machine then. Now it's key. कितनी देर रखना है?
15 minutes.
So it's really important to let it rest. 15 minutes of rest, but don't leave it uncovered because it will dry out. So I'm going to use a plate, cover it up to make sure it doesn't dry out, and then we're going to have some lunch. We'll come back to this in 15 minutes. So it's been 20 minutes, and क्या बोल रहा कि this has become a little bit harder than what we left it. अब क्या करना होगा?
थोड़ा सा पानी डाल के इसको मलेंगे.
Okay, so she's going to rub and kind of soften the dough a little bit, half the dough at a time, just with the palm of your hand. So I've just got a tiny bit of water in here, and she's just going to put a little splash to soften it and then rub it in. That's it, no more than a splash. So the dough is now ready, and this is what we are using to make the chakli. So this is a chakli maker which you can easily buy in Asian supermarkets, and it comes with few attachments. I've made a save in a previous video using this attachment, but right now we're going to use this single star attachment for the chakli. So it goes underneath and in goes a little bit of dough. There you go. And now just roll them out. So you have to take a piece of paper. So we're just using some baking sheet here. So we're just going to roll all of these out first before we start frying. Once the first batch is over, there it is. She's just going to refill it with more dough. So this should be rolled out in kind of 4 or maximum 5 rows. I think 4. We have finished, well, she has finished rolling them all out. There's one batch left. The key is that you start rolling from one corner and you roll them all out, and then the first ones that you roll dry out slightly, and her tip is that because they dry out, they soak less oil, and while that is drying for not long, for literally 2-3 minutes, which is going to give us enough time to heat up some oil for deep frying. So I'm using some sunflower oil for deep frying, and once it's hot around 170°, we'll start frying. And there is a trick to putting them in the oil. So you use like a kind of scooper, just a flat spoon, and then you add it to the hot oil. It shouldn't be much hotter than this because they will get golden from outside and not cook from the inside. It's been around 4 minutes, and they just have started to turn a bit golden. Look at that. So you don't want them extremely dark. This is a lovely color. So we've got a little strainer here, just in case there's any oil. Mum says there isn't going to be much oil, so we're just putting it here in case there's any oil. So we're just going to take out the chaklis one at a time. Like we put them in one at a time, they'll come out one at a time too. Look at that. Beautiful. And here they are. Beautiful. They're so pretty. These chaklis are so pretty, and I think they're called some different names like Murukku. That is also similar to this, but they're made slightly differently, but they look very similar. But we call them chakli. Right, I cannot wait. Last time I had them was when you made them, which was when I visited you a year ago. God. That is delicious. The ones you buy in the shops are just not the same. The flavor in it of the cumin and the sesame seeds, there's no other spices, but you don't need many other spices. It's just perfect. Perfectly crispy, cooked through, great with a cup of tea. है ना? Best cup of chai के लिए साथ.
शाम के चाय के नाश्ते के लिए.
So this is how much we made in that much flour. I'm going to let them cool down, put it in an airtight box, put it in my cupboard, and this will last good 4 to 5 weeks. I really hope you've liked this chakli recipe. If there's anything else you want my mom to cook, you have to let me know ASAP, and we'll try and fit it in. Till then, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button. Bye for now.